PMN 5:31, 10 past 7. Mr. Richard Parker, Le Malo. Brian on the Breakfast Show, and a very warm welcome. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Our young Pacific people are slowly realising now that knowing our Pasifika languages is cool and extremely valuable. You can learn your language at the Manapori Institute of Technology in Auckland with a Level 3 certificate in either Ngangana Samoa, Leo Whakatonga, and the newly introduced course in Reo Māori Kukiairani. And joining us now to tell us more is Blake Wong-Ling and Mama Tupou Manapori from MIT's Pasifika team. Malosoi for and kia ora ana.
Kia ora ana.
Yes, thank you so much for your time this morning. So firstly, what does the course involve?
Best person to answer is the tutor.
Well, the course that we're taking now for the first time, Cook Islands Māori, involves the I think the delivery and the content of what we are to teach, and I think it is based around what is important for our Pacifica students. And I think for me, this is the first time we've been invited to, or it's an opportunity to start, because there's more and more Pacifica students at MIT that I've known, and I can't believe what I've seen at the orientation. And so it is right, it is appropriate that we should have these languages to be taught at MIT, and no doubt we will be waiting for the other Pacifica languages to come through as well.
Now, Mama Tupou, I understand it was your first class on Monday night. How was that?
Yesterday was beautiful. It's not about the quantity, hey? It's about the quality of the people that we have. The potential is there. I was very excited. They didn't even want to leave. They didn't even want to have a break. So it's an eye-opener to see the age groups that has come through last night. I was just so excited, and I see the couple of young ones who have turned up last night, and there's some middle age. The smiles on their faces right through, and I'm trying to say to them about pronunciation of these letters in Cook Islands Māori. I think they are quite shocked to see, wow. I said, well, you can do it. If you're inspired, if you have the passion to learn, well, I'm here to help you. That's all I can say to them. Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, eh?
Yes, it is.
Blake, how did this come about, the language program?
I guess there's always been a need. Our Pacific Education Centre have done an awesome job for the last 30 years in delivering community education courses, 10-week courses on Pacific language and custom. And so for us it was, what's the next level? And the next level was to have a formal qualification that is recognised from a tertiary institution focused on Pacific language.
So we've got the three languages so far. Are we looking at expanding the number of available languages in the future?
Yes, very much so. So in July we're looking at expanding our Level 3 Samoan and Tongan to Level 4. And the same will happen with the Cook Island, but we're also looking at Niuean as well.
Yeah, very good.
The importance in asking, both of you, Mama Tupou and Blake, the importance to learn and know your language and to learn more about your culture and helping it in terms of your identity.
Exactly. Yeah. It is who we are and what we are made of. Not just as individuals, but in the community and right across to the workplace. Because many of our Pacifica, not just young people that work in these workplaces, they need to be able to understand and communicate, to say to those people who they are. And there's no way in New Zealand that they're going to ignore the fact there's so many of us here. We have populated this country, and this is part of us. We are in the Pacific. Therefore, it is only right that we have these courses open to our Pacifica people. And I think MIT have done a good job, and I support Blake in what he's saying. And other institutions should do likewise, because at Auckland University, Waikato, wherever, there's many of our Pacifica students going there because they need to qualify to get a better job, that in that case, or better pay, Well, I hope it's better pay. It's never good. We're always behind everybody else. But for me, this is who we are. And I want our people out there, our young people out there to really think seriously. Hey, if these other countries can have their languages, why not? Why couldn't we? Because we are right next door to Aotearoa, so therefore we have that opportunity given to us now. We'll make the most of it. We need to make the most of it.
Blake?
Yeah, and I think what's important is that a lot of our young people don't actually recognise that learning, like knowing or learning somewhat of a Pacific language is important and is actually valuable in the workplace. And I think, we've got French, German, we have all of those things in schools. But what about our own Pacific languages? And so for the course, we don't just aim it just for our Pacific community, but we actually aim for anybody who works with Pacific communities. They could take the course, because the course is not just about language, it's actually also about identity, culture, how to approach things from a cultural lens. And so we think it's going to be a valuable tool in the future as workplaces recognise more these days cultural intelligence and other cultural based lenses and approaches.
And of course, how can students or those listening in this morning or watching via Facebook, how can they apply?
They can apply on our website, manako.ac.nz. They can come into our Pacific Centre at our Otara campus and have a chat with one of us, and we can hook you up and make sure that everything is okay. Otherwise, you're able to visit the website, apply online, or come in and visit our Ask Me Centre at any of our campuses.
Blake, Wong-Ling and Mama Tupou and Manapori, Mei Taki Mata, thank you so much for your time this morning. It is 16 minutes past 7, PMM 531, Pacific People Together.